Hi, my name is Kathleen Miner, founder and president of Hopeful Handbags nonprofit, raising hope, help, support, prevention, and awareness of domestic violence, raising hope to survivors and opening the conversation so that those still in abusive situations feel safe to reach out for help. I'm going to be giving you a series of quick tips about domestic violence. And today, I want to speak with you briefly about verbal and emotional abuse. Now, emotional and verbal abuse typically come before the physical violence, but it's rarely discussed. Both men and women abuse each other, and many don't even know it. Emotional abuse may be hard to recognize because it can be really subtle. And because abusers often blame their victims, we like to call them survivors, they may act like they have no idea why that person being abused is upset. And the person that's being abused may have been treated this way in the past. And so it might be familiar to them and harder to recognize. But over time, the abuser will absolutely chip away at their self-esteem and cause them to feel guilty, doubt themselves, and acquire a very unhealthy self-perception. The thing that gets confusing is that other aspects of these relationships may work well. The abuser may be loving between the abusive episodes. So that person that's being abused might forget and be a bit confused. The abuse typically happens in private and there are no witnesses. And the abusers always want to control and dominate. And they use verbal abuse to accomplish this. They are typically self-centered, impatient, unreasonable, insensitive, unforgiving, and they're often very jealous and suspicious. Although the outside world does not see this side of them, typically what they will do to control the situation is they will try to isolate the person that's being abused from their friends and family. The abuser's moods can shift from fun-loving and romantic to mean-tempered and angry, just like that. Some abusers will punish with anger, and some will punish with silence, and some will do both. Basically, it will be my way or the highway for them. Now, so some survivors have pointed out that while the signs of physical abuse might be noticeable to friends and family members, the effects of verbal and emotional abuse are harder to spot, harder to prove, and emotional scars can often take much longer to heal. Now remember that if someone is in an abusive situation or relationship, they may not feel that leaving the situation is an option for them. They may be fearful due to further violence, worried about how it could affect their life, their family's life, their children's life, and they actually may grieve over the loss of what parts of that relationship that they actually liked and enjoyed. They may also believe that the abuse has been their fault. Now, if you know someone that may be experiencing abuse, be there. The most important thing is do not judge. My advice to you is just to let them know that you are there, because many survivors feel compelled to explain and excuse their abuser's behavior because, like we said, many of them feel like the abuse is their fault. It is very helpful to let them know that you're concerned about them and to make sure that they know that there is help and support available to them when they are ready. If you have found this helpful, please share and tag someone and help us stop domestic violence.